Hi, welcome, and thank you so much for being here. We're gonna do a timeless and collective reading. Whenever this reading finds you, it's the right time. Just keep in mind it's a general reading and see which messages resonate for you. Hopefully bring clarity to whatever you're wondering, and remember that divine inner guidance is in you, and try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition, so your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest and greatest good of everyone, so we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with the money moves. Let's see what God's source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. What is the opening message to be helpful? Ooh, you're winning. It looks like you're on a winning streak. Something is piling up. You're getting a better foundation. This is where sooner or later the right thing is going to come in. The right door is going to open up. So don't get too focused on those closed doors. There might be something happening behind that door, being prepared for you. That closed door might be pushing you in the right direction towards the open one. Sooner or later, luck comes to everyone. Don't spend everything in one place. So you have an extra message here that's telling you when you have this luck come in, I don't know, I just see like I just see something like really piling up, like filling up your bucket. I feel like energetically you're like, yeah, like I'm getting like make it rain kind of energy, but don't spend frivolously. Don't put all your eggs in one basket here. You have enough, at least in the beginning, so that this is a pocket where you can do the building somehow. So maybe it's investing in the right place, doing your research. For some of you, this might be information or wisdom that comes in that has something to do with an investment that you can make, where maybe you don't even have to spend a lot, but down the line it's gonna start piling up for you. And if you guys have a lump sum, something like that, come on in. I do feel like you have to figure out a way for it to to last, to savor it. Don't spend it all in one place. I just see somebody like, here you go, here's $1. Don't spend it all in one place. But I feel like maybe that dollar, I just thought of ALOE BLACC, I Need $1. I really like that song. Can somehow like really build up down the line. So, all right, very nice. We're starting on a winning streak here. I feel like you have to know also where your mark is. Like if you have a set amount that you are willing to spend and then you still have a lot coming in, don't go past your initial mark. I hope that made sense. All right, let's go to the career and life and get another message helpful for you. I'm gonna let you look at this too. I love the colors on those cards. What is another message to be helpful on this win, this luck coming on in? Please and thank you. Well, that's kind of what I just said. Give yourself a limit, but know where to take the lid off that box as well. Don't put too many limitations on what can come in. Leave room for more, but also have that balance. I'm just getting like, know what to put in the box and keep safe, and also have some place that is like a really huge basket for something to come in. I know that's just sort of like energy examples, but that's kind of what I'm getting, and I'm getting very elusive energy, so I hope that makes sense for you. Let's see what the message actually says. Obstacle, yeah, that's a shut door. Obstacles aren't really what they seem. I feel like there is something happening behind a closed door, or, down the line for you. I hear waiting for you to just walk in. So maybe that's an interview, or maybe that's you recognize that open door and you're going to notice that there's something or someone that's been waiting for you, or feels like it fits just right. You can get around any obstacles with some careful thought, or simply choose something better for you. This is figuring out how to maneuver and be flexible around or from obstacles because of the experiences you've already gone through. And if it's a new experience, I just heard you have the street smarts to figure it out. You got your wits about you. If you have to make a decision and you feel pushed or rushed, take your time. If you feel like you do have to like turn on a dime or jump into something, but you know that leap of faith feels kind of right, trust yourself. Anything that kind of gets in your way or, you know, feels a little awkward on that journey, you're going to figure out as you go. You're going to learn, you know, something more about yourself or a situation. I'm going to pause you 1 second. I think my mom's here. My mom just brought me flowers. Look how sweet. She's very proud of the sparkles. They are really pretty. So let's continue. All right, let's do another card, because I feel like before I paused, I started to auto shuffle this same deck. So let's do one more. What is another message on winning and limitations, obstacles not being what they appear, maybe blessings in disguise, or getting you on a different path, or giving you a little time to reflect, pause, and grow why something is being prepared for you, getting you, I don't know, in the right vibration to like just be prepared for all of this abundance that's gonna come in. I just see that rain, but I feel like maybe you're catching something as well. And it's like you have your basket prepared. No one else had the basket, but you do. All right, let's get another message to be helpful. Ooh, look at this cat. Look at you're the one that like handles something. Look at that cat. So look at it. Like, I like this. You're doing something independently. Maybe this is you starting your own business, or, you know, a side business becomes your career. It's time to do something on your own. I do feel like you may get advice from someone, but you're still sort of doing something your own way. I feel like you're not going with the crowd here. So maybe this is an opportunity that is not presented to just anyone, or you are the one that sees an opportunity where no one else did. It's time to go out on your own and create your own business. If some of you have been thinking about, it doesn't even have to be a really big business. Maybe it's an online store. Yeah, that gave big goosies. My hair is like, can you see it? My hair is standing like straight up. So whatever it is, whether this is you maybe opening an actual store or a restaurant, or I actually see a bookstore. Maybe it's about something you read in a book. I just see like used books. I hope that's helpful for someone. I feel like that's very specific. Maybe for some of you, it's something like even eBay. Maybe you have a flair for going to a thrift store and just really finding like the little beautiful pieces that are, I don't know, really valuable, and you do a little resell. Whatever it is you have been thinking about. I see for some of you, it's also you being a teacher. Like if you teach something, I feel like if you teach privately, or maybe even do something online where you develop some kind of course, so it sort of feels private, but you can maybe send it out to a lot of different people at once. I feel like you're gonna do really well. Wow. Whatever it is for you, it's telling you to start your own business, create something that is yours, or try something, try something well outside your comfort zone. So if you're sitting, on the fence, staring out the window, dreaming of this thing. It's time to get past the yard, go from being an indoor cat to an outdoor cat and discover some new territory. Do something really different for you, even if this is you signing up for a class. Follow that little joy, that little interest. That might not be the thing that you end up, doing independently. It might just be that hallway. It might be the little peak, that little interest, that little nudgeroo to get you to that right door. You might start to take a class and discover something new about yourself, or maybe you sit next to somebody in that class and they give you a good idea and you're like, oh, you can do that? Huh. And then you try something you never even knew existed. And that's the thing. So follow your little spiritual guideposts, because I feel like they're going to be pretty bright. They're going to be in like spiritual neon light for you, like glowing, like go that way, that's the open door. So, all right, let's do an animal card. This is the big deck. So I will take a lookaroo at the book. But let's get a spirit animal. Maybe some of you really connect to cats, whether that's house cats or big cats. Something with Leo, maybe. Let's get a spirit animal to be helpful for you. Well, there's your big cat. Okay, all right. So you guys are connecting to the feline energy right now. Meow. I feel goofy today. I feel like today's goofy ass energy. Look at you with your cheetah. So you're able to, handle something if you need to chill, but if you need to move, you got the moves. The cheetah is really fast. I feel like when you have to make a move and the direct approach to do it. Maybe for some of you, there's an opportunity that does come through and you do have to sort of seize the day. What is that, carpe diem? Like you gotta take that opportunity before it goes away, or before maybe it's offered to somebody else. I don't feel like it's gonna make you feel funny. If it gives you the funny feeling, don't go with it. But if it gives you that like excitement, just go with it. You'll figure out the rest along the way. It's also a number 13, which is like death. So it is completely releasing something from the past to head towards the light at the end of the tunnel. I also feel like that's the energy of not just living, getting by, it's thriving. 13, that gave me goosies again, is develop the ability to focus. So this is something you're going to figure out. It's not that you don't have the right focus, but I feel like it's figuring out what to focus on, when to zoom in and when to zoom out. It's you having graceful agility. That's that getting around obstacles. You're going to be doing something with grace. I even feel like just see somebody like, I don't know why I thought of that weird little scene in Legally Blonde where she pretends to pick up the pencil and then does this thing. So I feel like even if you trip, if you fall over, the way you get up is just kind of graceful, even if that fall was not. I'm getting really interesting images today. This magnificent cheetah offers guidance on, seizing opportunities with precision and finesse. I feel like, you're just gonna even, I see somebody doing an acceptance speech or something like that. So maybe some of you are getting an award or rewarded or something like that. Like you're being presented for something, like some like hall of fame or wall of fame, or I don't know, something like that. And I feel like you're like doing it, you're handling something with like a lot of grace, not up on your high horse. It teaches the significance of maintaining relentless concentration on our objectives. It's harmonizing action with movements of reprieve. I feel like that's like, you know, that balance between knowing when to, you know, go after something and when to sit back and allow something to come in. It is giving me vibes of the Queen of Wands, like knowing when to really be the pursuer, but also knowing when you deserve to be the one pursued. Sort of what I'm getting for you guys. So let's go to, I don't know why I want to do a place. Sometimes these are strange, but let's just get a place and see what comes up. Maybe this will be helpful. A place of prominence and a message to bring a little more depth to this reading, please and thank you. Within the vehicle. So maybe some of you need to get in the car and take a road trip. Maybe this phone call or conversation comes while you're driving, or it's something that you see while driving or in the passenger seat where there's some kind of inspiration around you, whether that's a billboard. I just see you, I don't know why I see a diner. I just thought of that weird song like dun, 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 dun. What's that, Tom's Diner? Maybe the name Tom. Maybe it's just taking a little pit stop if you have a long road ahead. It could be making sure you are prepared. If it's a long journey, taking a pit stop. I feel like you have to go off the beaten path. Like you have to take a, I don't know, maybe there's a roadblock. Maybe you have to go like the scenic route. It's a commuting experience or a road journey. I just thought of the band Journey. So something's gonna happen while you're out and about. And it doesn't matter if it's a car. You could be on a train, on a bus, on a plane, on a bike. But I just heard Hit the Road, Jack. Hit the road, Jack, don't you come back. Me, the name Jack. But I also feel like that's that getting out of the house. There's something about maybe something you start in the house or in the office or something like that, but then you need to somehow branch out, either go to a meeting or even if it's just that you're getting stuck on something, sometimes just getting in your car or taking a walk around the block, just go do something different, actually switches up your energy and makes those, you know, that creativity flow, those ideas come to you quicker. I am getting for some of you, you're going to have an epiphany while you're on the road. Like out of nowhere, you're going to think of this idea. So let's go to the tarot. Today's reading is going to be a little bit shorter. So what is the movement of energy to be helpful for the collective, please and thank you. Ooh, the Nine of Coins. This is the same energy as this, the Independence. You are going to be really happy with the abundance that you are bringing into your world, what you've done. This is like work that you have done that has brought beauty into your life. Even if it's simplicity, you know, just simple decoration of your room. Maybe it's lush and lavish. This could also be you. I always see somebody like out in the garden, but that makes me think of tending your garden energetically and what you are putting your energy into so it can grow prosperity. This is where you feel good about something you've done on your own. You know, it could have started from experience you had in a group or at a job or in the past. at school, whatever, but this is something somehow you brought into you're the forefront, but your own energy. This is where you're proud of what you built. I feel like upside down, it's a little too much alone time and not sharing or not getting to share, you know, what you've been building. So if you've worked on having a beautiful kitchen and you love cooking in your kitchen, but no one ever comes over to enjoy that amazing food you make, no one gets to see how beautiful your kitchen is. So sometimes this is where you can share or give advice on how to build something so others can have this sense of independence on their own as well. Or sometimes I see this energy upside down as not like somebody not appreciating the value of what they actually have, because maybe they've never really had to work for it or never understood that lack of it to really treasure it when it's there. But it could also be where somebody is sort of always expecting somebody else to do all the work for them. And I just see somebody like sitting on their throne, but never wanting to get their hands dirty. But I think upright, it's someone who's not afraid to do some like work, whatever that is. You do have the bird. So I do feel like there is always a connection with animals with the 9 of coins or pentacles. So maybe you're doing something that's a business. Maybe it has to do with cats or dogs or birds. Maybe some of you are a vet or do some kind of grooming or board animals or a dog walker or something like that. Maybe some kind of rescue. Also, I would say if it's like birds and there's talking and gossip, you have all this beautiful independent energy. Don't listen to the pit, you know, the chitter chatter. I think it's gonna, like, you know, when you see the bird and I just see them in the shower and the like raindrops just sort of wash off their back, like just kind of like water on the back. Don't let something soak in, you know, if it's like muddy energy. Clarity on, I'm also getting that can be very positive. I'm getting word of mouth, but good energy, because now I see that upright. So I feel like there might be people speaking on your behalf, maybe that took your class or bought your product or heard about what you're doing and might be the right helpful, you know, not the telephone thing, but the pay it forward or more butterfly effect where something does come back to you to be helpful, because there's a lot of gems in this. So maybe even you have to sift through a lot of weird advice to find the gems or nuggets of wisdom. Clarity on the 9 of coins, please and thank you. You're gonna be good. You got the Ace of coins. So this is your nugget of wisdom. This is your golden ticket. This is your opportunity. This is your open door. This is that seed you want to plant in the right fertile ground and attend your garden. If you stick that nugget of wisdom in the drawer and shut it away and forget about it, and it's in your messy drawer, it's not going to grow very big. But if you put energy and effort into something, the right amount, this can grow not just a garden, it can grow a forest. And I see that forest now spreading, wow, like across the world. You have 2 messages in very different decks. I don't know this whole deck yet, but there are wads of cash in a big pile with gold. So it's not just that, like, you know, cash has no value kind of thing, like paper money. This is something you have where it's backed up by gold, where its value is, I hear, stable and secure. Ace of coins. Oh, that's really beautiful. It looks like you even have this, I don't even know what it is. I want to say like a plate. It makes me think of something nourishing, but it almost looks like it's the sunshine. I feel like this opportunity is going to shine like gold and feel like the sun. Let's get one more. clarity on the Ace of Coins and the Nine of Coins. What is one more message to be helpful, please, and thank you? You have the Nine of Wands, and at the bottom you got the Sun. So this is a golden opportunity. This is something you're not going to miss. This is going to bring this energy of warmth, prosperity, abundance. You're going to feel like you can have days off. You're going to feel like whatever you're working on or whoever you're with, you feel like your authentic self. This is also where you can play like a child. This is the opportunity you just don't miss. And it's gonna, I'm getting that it's gonna want to come keeping, it's going to keep wanting to come. Wow, is a tongue twister back around for you. Here it's just a cloudy day. The sun's still there. It's still creating this abundance in your life, this warmth, this energy, this growth, this expansion. Major Arcana number 19, when the sun comes through for me, it just shines a light. It's ultimate truth on everything. This is the only thing you got to be aware of. It might mean that you have to give something like one last go, one last try. This is where you might feel like the past or the present or those obstacles coming up are a little bit of a battleground. But this energy you put into something is still gonna fire you up to do something a different way. It's the wounded healer. It's because of what you went through that you recognize the value of what you will or will not go through again in the future. This is you giving yourself that beautiful goal, that prize at the end that you know is worth it. Or if you get to that goal and you know that wasn't worth it, you know to change directions. Sometimes this does mean you got to go through a little bit of like, you know, a little bit of a situation where it feels a little draining, but this is almost the end of that situation, or it's almost the end of the way you handle those situations so they don't feel so heavy in the future. There's all these pyramids in the back. But I feel like your face is looking towards the sun. It's almost like you got past this desert and everything is lush here. But you have to figure out, you know, what is protecting you, what is needed, and what those nuggets of illumination and light are within, I don't know, something like really, I'm getting like lush, deep, dark forest kind of energy, but you're still kind of picking through. I just heard truffles. That was so weird. It's like finding the truffles under the ground. They don't really look like they are of high value, but they are. I hope that's helpful for you guys. That was such a weird thing at the end, and I am going to get going. So one last message, please, and thank you. Time to let it go. Trent Reznor, release. And with this, I bid you adieu. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. I hope this reading was helpful, and I will see you soon. Bye.